Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're thinking about buying a truck, you've come to the right place. Trucks are awesome, versatile vehicles, but diving into the market without a plan can be overwhelming and expensive. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 no tips before you sign on the dotted line. Sticking around for these could save you thousands of dollars and a ton of headaches. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's make sure you drive away in the perfect truck for you. First things first, let's talk about tip number 1, know your why. This sounds simple, but it's the most crucial step. Why do you actually need a truck? Are you a weekend warrior hauling a boat or a camper? Are you a contractor who needs to carry heavy tools and materials every single day? Or maybe you just love the look and feel of a truck and plan to use it for daily commuting and trips to the hardware store. Be brutally honest with yourself. Your answer to this question will dictate everything else, from the size of the truck to the engine you need. For example, if you're mainly using it as a family vehicle with occasional light hauling, a mid-sized truck like a Ford Ranger or a Toyota Tacoma might be perfect. They're easier to park, get better gas mileage, and are more than capable of handling weekend projects. But if you're planning to tow a massive fifth-wheel trailer across the country, you're going to need a heavy-duty truck like a Ram 3500 or a Ford F350 with a powerful diesel engine. Don't get seduced by a massive, super-duty truck if all you're hauling is groceries and mulch. You'll be paying for capability you never use, both at the dealership and at the gas pump. Write down your top 3 uses for the truck and keep that list handy. It's your North Star in this journey. All right, on to tip number 2. Master the lingo of towing and hauling. This is where a lot of first-time buyers get tripped up. You'll hear terms like payload capacity and towing capacity, and they are not the same thing. Payload capacity is the total weight your truck can carry in its bed and cab combined. This includes you, your passengers, your dog, your tools, and anything else you put in the truck. Towing capacity, on the other hand, is the maximum weight your truck can pull behind it. Here's why this matters. Now for tip number 3, and it's a big one: gas or diesel. This is the great debate in the truck world. Let's break it down. Diesel engines typically offer more torque, which is fantastic for heavy towing. They are built for hard work and generally have longer lifespans than their gasoline counterparts. Plus, they often get better fuel economy, especially when towing. Sounds great, right? Well, there are downsides. Diesel trucks have a higher upfront cost, sometimes by $10,000 or more. The fuel itself is usually more expensive, and maintenance can be pricier too. Think about things like diesel exhaust fluid or DEF, and more complex emissions systems. Gasoline engines, on the other hand, are cheaper to buy and maintain. Gas is more widely available and usually less expensive per gallon. For most people who are doing light to moderate towing or just using their truck as a daily driver, a modern V8 or even a powerful turbocharged V6 gas engine is more than enough. So, how do you choose? Go back to tip number 1. If you're towing heavy loads frequently and over long distances, the long-term fuel savings and pulling power of a diesel might make financial sense. For everyone else, the simplicity and lower cost of ownership of a gasoline engine is probably the smarter choice. Don't pay the diesel premium unless you're genuinely going to use that capability. Okay, we're moving on to tip number 4. Don't forget about the drivetrain. I'm talking about 4x2 versus 4x4, or 2-wheel drive versus 4-wheel drive. A 2-wheel drive, or 4x2, truck sends power to just the rear wheels. These trucks are lighter, slightly more fuel efficient, and less expensive to buy and maintain because they have fewer moving parts. If you live in a place with mild weather like Florida or Southern California and you're not planning on any serious off-roading, a 4x2 truck is probably all you need. You'll save money upfront and in the long run. However, if you live somewhere with real winters, with lots of snow and ice, four-wheel drive is almost a necessity. The ability to send power to all four wheels provides a massive improvement in traction, making winter driving much safer. It's also essential if you plan on going off-road, launching a boat on a slippery ramp, or navigating muddy job sites. A 4x4 system adds weight, complexity, and cost to the truck, and it will slightly reduce your fuel economy. But for those who need it, the security and capability are priceless. Think about the worst weather you drive in and the toughest terrain you'll encounter. Finally, we've arrived at tip number 5. Look beyond the sticker price. The price you see on the windshield is just the beginning of the story. The total cost of owning a truck is much more than the monthly payment. We call this the total cost of ownership, and it includes several factors. First, insurance. Trucks, especially new high-end ones, can be expensive to insure. Get quotes before you buy, not after. Second, fuel costs. We talked about gas versus diesel, but even between two gas trucks, there can be a huge difference in miles per gallon. A few mpg might not sound like much, but over 100,000 miles, it adds up to thousands of dollars. Third, maintenance and repairs. Check out reliability ratings from sources like Consumer Reports or J.D. Power. Some brands are known for being more reliable and cheaper to fix than others. A truck that's constantly in the shop is a drain on your wallet and your time. And finally, consider depreciation. Trucks hold their value better than most cars, but some models and brands depreciate faster than others. A quick search on used car sites will show you what a 3 or 5-year-old version of the truck you're reconsidering is selling for. A truck that holds its value well means you'll get more of your money back when it's time to sell or trade it in. So, when you're comparing two trucks, don't just look at the purchase price. Factor in all these long-term costs to see which one is truly the better deal for you. So, there you have it, my top 5 tips for buying a truck. Let's do a quick recap. 1. Know exactly why you need a truck. 2. Understand payload and towing capacities and do the math. 3. Choose wisely between a gas and a diesel engine based on your actual needs. 4. Decide if you really need 4x4 or if a 4x2 will do the job. And 5. Always consider the total cost of ownership, not just the sticker price. Buying a truck is a huge investment, but by doing your homework, you can make a smart decision that you'll be happy with for years to come. Don't rush the process. Test drive multiple trucks, and don't be afraid to walk away if a deal doesn't feel right. I hope these tips were helpful. If you have any other truck buying advice or questions, drop them in the comments below. I love reading them, and I try to respond to as many as I can. And if you found this video valuable, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.